back-to-back seasons, but the Eagles, even with his loss tomorrow against the Chargers.
The Eagles will tell you they are not about to fall, but they are a division foe, and they have tape. I see fundamentals. I see hitters to come out fired up. Barkley finished them off today.
To Portez. Washington won the toss. Las Vegas now trying to win the Washington and Philadelphia. Off we. And the Eagles. Oh, something that has been so. They think they've caught one. Now you knew.
Sandra still defensive back. Second year, he's having a good season. Moved him to outside corner.
At the 26. Marcus Mariota hands it off to Chris Rodriguez. Been out, and Mariota's been in.
Yeah, very similar production. They're going to get a little more of a rhythm passing game. Mariota's continue to rely on here in the passing game, getting the ball out on time.
2nd and 7, first throw, and Terry McLaurin, who's throwing that top 5 rush offense.
Yeah, they've completely leaned in. No one runs the ball more on first down. Just looks completely.
Laramie Tunzel, their left tackle today. Brandon Coleman makes his first start since week 2 there. And Chris Rodriguez, who missed last week with a groin injury, first shutout in 7 years. They held Las Vegas to 75 yards.
Yeah, this each week, up front.
2nd and 5, Rodriguez, right side, trying to get around Phillips. He does, and he's got a first down.
Chris. You know, one of the other big elements, one of the big mismatches of this game, no team starts faster than the Philadelphia Eagles, among the best.
First 2.5 first quarter points per game. Rodriguez spins to the 3. And to your point, against the Eagles, the game run plays for Washington, 2nd and goal. Play action this time. Samuel in the flats. Mariota will heave it out of bounds, and it's 3rd. Though Zach Ertz is out for the season with an ACL injury. Jeremy McNichols comes in a running back. On 3rd and goal, Mariota looks to throw. Back of the end zone and incomplete. He wanted Burke.
Came clear that they weren't going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. Burke's just working through DeJean some different
team this year. Low snap, hold put down though by Tress Way. And Moody now 6 for 6 to open his time. Try with Britton Covey. He hopes it has a different finish to it. Covers up that ball, crosses the 30, and now that's 12 out of 15, as many touchdowns as incompletions.
Yeah, and that's the formula that the Philadelphia Eagles wants to operate in. They do not want it to be a big storyline here today.
Last week, almost half of their plays came like this. Saquon Barkley's tackled in the backfield. He struggled to get back to the
challenge today. Going to play a lot more 5-man fronts. Frankie Louvu, see him there, him along.
2nd and 10, first Philly drive. First throw from Jalen Hurts. Steps up. Hurts will get what he can.
2nd and 10 plus at one of the highest rates in the league, and you'll see it all has a trickle-down effect. That formula hasn't always worked out as well.
3rd down and 7. Hurts lets it rip. Devontae Smith got hit hard by Samuel Steele, and he's short.
Playing more inside slot defensive back due to some injuries. Lattimore, the rookie Amos, they've had to move him out 90%. Now Washington.
First charge timeout, Washington.
Successful. This is a long distance right here to sneak it.
Yeah, but you talk about one of the big mode, get after the quarterback. This is what they've been to 2 Super Bowl trips, and obviously the defending champs.
Contrast, play clock down to 2. And it was a bluff, trying to draw him off sides, and it didn't work.
Delay game.
Maybe you catch a break, but if you're going to do it, make it look like quarterback sneak. Get under center, those defensive line.
Good high punt from Braden Mann. Lane from the 15, got chopped down. 8th start this season. The veteran will work off play action. Zip one over the middle and incomplete. He was looking for John Bates, who we saw through the playoffs last year.
Yeah, and it's completely built upon just the growth and development. Vic Fangio's system go.
Rodriguez powers ahead for 6. 3rd down coming up.
And then what it does, it's almost like you're playing with the 12th man, right? You can get pressure on the quarterback by only bringing 4 rush. Very tight windows in the passing game.
Commanders empty it out here on 3rd down. Mariota to McLaurin, who lost his footing but found the ball.
Tim is in the entire league. Quinyon Mitchell.
It's been a disappointing season for McLaurin. So many of these on last week. Fresh set of downs, hand off Jeremy McNichols over the left side. Part of a deep running back group, and they'll feed up.
As much as it is just no huddle.
on 2nd and 7. McNichols cracked out of bounds. Score on you. They had the 29 points last week against the Giants. Took Denver to overtime with an offense that
He has changed this unit for the better.
Dean, number 17, linebacker to the near side. 3rd down over the middle. Flag down as Burks makes a way that you can go from winning 12 games last.
Usual starting left tackle. You see he's there to left tackle. So Laramie Tunzel, they acquired him via trade over on the left side.
And there is Dean leaving the field with the training staff. You were touching on how impactful he's been since
return.
Instead of a 1st down, it's 3rd and 14. Mariota extends it, see if anybody comes loose. Mariota throws on the run to the side.
This Eagles defense is just so good. They can move the quarterback off his spot. So they play a lot of zone coverage, Joe, but it actually plays like
Tressway. Britton Covey from the 26. Splits the first 2. Well, the only thing that has stopped Nakobe Dean in his short NFL career has been injuries, and he has left the field with another here. He's headed back to the... Only a 3-man rush. Time for Hurts. Lets it rip and has Devontae Smith into Washington territory.
into more of a second-level linebacker role, and just that's not really his strength, not really a space player.
Hurts pressuring, stepped away. Jalen Hurts running more.
Both as a designed runner and here as a scrambler. Typically, his scramble rate is tied to when defenses play him zone.
Hurts to run tonight. 1st down and 10. Underneath, first catch, A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown inside the 20.
Luvu, he's playing one slot side. He's got Jordan McGee, linebacker. He's playing the other slot. So nickel, here's Igbenogany playing the slot.
Hurts floats, end zone. It's a drop.
It's just going hands to hands through the ground, and you're right.
Left
He's been so good all year. Has always
now snapping the huddle. And they have to use the timeout here. They will. What had made Jalen Hurts special through the years was missing badly during that 3-game losing streak. Probably the worst Hurts, who did all the things that made him good when he was at his best.
Absolutely. That's the template of what they wanted.
Talking about, saw him run a little bit more than we'd seen lately. Here's Brown underneath, shaking, stiff-arming, and getting inside the 5.
It's after missed tackles this year.
Barkley straight ahead. Barkley to the goal line and in for the Philadelphia touchdown.
At the late touchdown call, let's see if Saquon's both knees are off the ground when he crosses the goal line.
Extra point team's already out there ready to kick it.
Is under.
The entire offense, of course, was incredible. Record-setting NFC Championship game, but they're #1 in red zone efficiency this year.
Extra close right here, but Dallas Goedert alert. Always down in this part of the field.
If they line up in
Count. And movement up front. This is going to be a penalty on Philadelphia. Paralyzed team pre-snap in the NFL. Last week they had a season-low 3 penalties.
Lined up in the neutral zone, all those things. One of the big differences is how they're going to officiate the tush-push.
9 total this year. Hurts looks to throw. Sideline touchdown. Devontae Smith hangs on to this.
You can't release any better than this. Sanders still's playing outside leverage. Devontae Smith knows, all right, I got outside leverage. I'm base. That's just a really tough matchup.
Extra point from Jake Elliott is there, and Philadelphia doing what they did so well last year, getting and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts finds Devontae Smith. 7-3 on this Saturday night. They spread it out, spread it around, and they're in the end zone.
I like it. Kevin Patullo, offensive coordinator.
Elliott kicks it. Here comes Chris Moore. Moore stays on his feet and got crunched as he passed.
Punt returner Jalen Lane, he has an ankle injury. He is also questionable to return.
Okay, Pam, and that explains why you saw Chris. Running back. Big week against the Giants last week. Has a seam and hits it hard. Spins for a 1st down. Jacory's is real.
Out of these young backs.
Here you go, though, under center again from Mariota. Hands it off to Krosky there. This time blown up. Jordan Davis.
One of the most effective and efficient passing games. Well, he goes out to injury. Mariota's comfortable.
No gain on 1st down, 2nd and 10. Fake to Krosky this time. And Debo Samuel with his first touch. Stiff arming against Cooper.
He leads the league in targets on screen plays. It's a lot of perimeter screen, very reliant on yards after the catch.
Eagles rush only 4 on 3rd down. Mariota's still in trouble, and Mariota gets swallowed up. Guess who?
Efficient pass rusher. They've used him more as an interior defensive tackle. Jalen Carter, the young stud tackle, he's out to injury. I think that's pretty efficient.
We got all kinds of rate stats these days. I'm sure that's one of them, and I am certain that he's first. Through with a quarter.